remember as a kid, I was probably about 10, I was struggling to open this jar, and my dad said to me to extend my key. Well, as a 10-year-old, I had no idea what that meant, but I learned the technique, even really not understanding fully what I was doing. The technique is to extend your life force energy, to encompass more of, to enlarge in your etheric footprint, to connect with the higher source that moves through all things. And then the miracle that happens is that any jar can be opened when you quiet yourself and extend your key open to that. And I really feel a give and take in that. Like I'm expanding, I'm being drawn out, but I'm also pulling in that energy. And Ernest Holmes, in his book, This Thing Called You, which I'm doing a retreat on in August, he talks about the law of life. And this is that same energy, the law of life, or the law of life force, really. So this life force energy moves through everything. All the trees, all of the life, this creative substance, as Wallace Wattles calls it, is everything. And that as we get in touch with that life force energy, that is the law of life. And it is life-giving. As we use these principles and these laws to manifest what it is that we feel drawn to manifest in this world. So it's not just, what would we want, but what fulfills us in a deeper way. So in getting in touch with that and getting in touch with this greater force that's moving through everything, the thing is that life force energy is just waiting for a channel, for us to be a channel for its creativeness in the world. So I invite you this week to really get in touch with this chi, with this life. In Star Wars, it was called the Force. It's the same essence. It moves through everything and gives life to everything. I invite you this week to get in touch with that, to extend who you are. You're not just this little body on this planet. You are an eternal being, and you are ever connected with all that is and all that ever has been. We can in our lives often limit who we are, limit our expression in the world, limit our soul print on the planet, because we have fears, because we have doubts. But as we increase our awareness of this presence, as we increase our understanding and connection with this power that is pulsing through everything, we can begin to manifest anything that we desire. So this life energy comes through to us in many ways, in inspirational things, in support, but that it's here to be expressed on the planet. It wants to take form, and that we as human beings use our minds, which is another law I'll talk about another week, to make that manifest. So this law of life, this life force energy, moving it through us, being more aware, spending more time to really feel that expansion, that draw from the edges of creation, and having that breath come back to us in the form of inspiration, in the form of action, in the form of energy, to move forward on whatever it is that you're desiring in your life. So I want to put a plug in for my retreat. It's a women's retreat, August 18th through 20th. It's going to be here on my gorgeous property. And we're going to be studying 8 of the laws that are kind of hidden in the book, This Thing Called You. But we're also going to be connecting with each other, celebrating this life force that's moving through us, deepening our understanding of these laws and how we can use them in a way, but in a much more gentle, opening, communicating sort of space, not a pushing, but an opening. And we're going to be doing it on this property, so we'll have plenty of time to walk our trails with the old growth forests. And so I welcome anyone who feels a calling to camping. It's going to be camping, which I love. We have some beautiful sites made now that if it's calling you. And I'll put the link in it. But I welcome all of you, whether you're interested in my retreat or not, to open yourself up to that law of life this week, to really be feeling that creative energy flow that is supporting and surrounding you at every moment. Blessings.